Welcome to part 2 of the German stock books that I bought for 20 euros. This is the second stock book. It has black pages. Came with these, with this memo. It's probably counted the seller the amount of stamps, because it is 1421 stamps in this stock book. So this is with black pages. It does look very old. It looks worse than the other one. It's also a bit wiggly. It's a pretty old stock book, I think. The pages are, the glassine dividers are a bit more yellowish. I'm not sure about this paper, this black paper, how good it is, but at some point I could transfer these stamps to other stock sheets or something better. House them better. So I actually bought these stock books mostly for Western Germany, so after 1949. But yeah, I have also some pre-1949 things. These are the Germania stamps. I really like these. Yeah, I think this is also something you can collect on a basic level. But there's a lot going on with these. Also, like I think war issues and non-war issues. So the war issues are a bit more, the colors have bled a bit more together, so it's not as clear. And that's the info that I remember from what Ken from Ken's stamp collection told me. He, not personally, but in a video. He did a video about the Germania collection, definitives from Germany. And that's a really interesting video, you know. I can highly recommend it. I hope I don't forget to put a link to his video in the description. But that's really interesting to go into. So this is German Empire. I'm not sure who these all are. This is Hindenburg, I think. So not too sure. It's a bit butched here. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer black pages, but quite honestly, I think the other stockbook was in better condition. These are the inflation stamps. That's how they're called, I believe. And yeah, they're worth more used than mint generally. There's still mint on it, and it's also not hinged. That's pretty unique. This was hinged. You can see it here. Yeah, that's too bad. I have a used one also. But it's, I think this is, for example, 40 Pfennig, but the overprint is 5,000. So the new worth, the new denomination is then 5,000. That's insane. The inflation was so high that, yeah, for example, if you bought a stamp or something that was worth 5,000 in the morning, in the evening it was already worth less. You know, it was so inflated, it was so insane. So that's why these are so many overprinted, and that's why you don't see a lot of them or less of them used, because people often don't have the time actually to use them for what they're worth, if that makes sense. Feels a bit that I'm explaining that really clunky. I see a sucked on a nose here. Duisburg. That's not too far from me here. Oh, that's a nice night, actually. Yeah. It's also for the youth. Is that this is also a nice series? I think there, yeah, there could be three. Yeah, I think this is the full series, and they're running over 4 years and 3 stamps each year, if I'm correct. And now see also this is a series of 4. I really like that. I really like these stamps, I have to say. Frankfurt. Oh, this is. I didn't see that coming. They got me fooled. This is a CTO. It is cancelled, but for philatelic purposes, this has not been on a letter, although it's cancelled. Because the mint, the gum, it is actually mint conditioned, and they put cancellation on it. I generally don't like that, because I collect used stamps for that they have been used and that they have traveled, and just that idea that they're here, you know. But that's just me, you know. CTO stamps are not less beautiful. I don't like mini sheets much. This one actually has been, looks like this actually has been on a brief card or an envelope. This is part of an envelope. They kept it that way for, yeah, for the stamps, I believe, for the cancellation. But the thing is, all the cancellations are actually on the stamps, so there's not much need to keep this, in my opinion. So yeah, really looking nice. Although I don't like these ones. This is, I think, a CTO. Although I can't see it. It's like the, sometimes I can see it on a cancellation, but not too sure about that. Also nice. Is this the safety? This is the safety series, I think. You have to be careful, you know. You can see it a bit here. It's a double one. Oh, it's also a bit sticky. Is it? Yeah, you see, don't fall off the stairs. Careful when, you know, when you're building or something, a brick or something falls, you know, wear a helmet. That kind of stuff. So it's really also a nice definitive series. So yeah. Oh, these are the important women of Germany. I think they ran from 1980 or 79 to 99, I believe. No, they have been running longer because I think there's euros. Yeah, see, there's euros denominations also. I think the series is also in they are in Pfennig, so that's the old let's say cents equivalent of, you know, the German mark. They have been in euros and they have been in euros and Pfennig, as in, you know, the transition from Pfennig to euro. So that's really interesting. I have some higher denominations here. Could be that most of them are there. I'm not sure how many are in there, but I really like that. Lindemann, Hindemann, something he's called. I'm not sure. It's also the 2 Deutschmark or 200 Pfennig. Could be that I have a lot of these also complete, or I mean that I have the series complete. Could be. Could pretty much well be. So it's also this series. This is a definitive series. This is definitives. This I think too. But for example, these have been running also for I think a longer time. You see them here also. A lot of countries have that. Germany has that too. It's like commemorative, but they're a bit longer running. They're from, you know, a series, and I really like to add them together on a page too. You know, the thing is, if you try to put a stockbook or a collection together and then based on catalog number and date of issue, then, you know, you have it maybe switched a bit, but it's really nice to see that together, you know, some series. It's actually my opinion, but there's no good way or bad way in collecting. Yeah, Europa stamps, pretty familiar with these. It's all Europa here. It is a bit put together by theme here, this section. So yeah. Yeah, they're cute. I think they're the fairy tales, how do you call it? The myths and legends, or the fairy tales series. Brother Grimm, I think that could be the series. Not too sure. There's also quite some stamps in that series. It's really interesting. Some more Europa stamps. This is all Europa stamps. And the funny thing about these is they're embossed a bit, that tree. I'm not sure. I think both of them are. So yeah, it's really interesting. See if I can put them here. Yeah, really nice. I'm really happy with this. think pretty neat together, a bit cramped, but hey, that's okay, you know, more stamps for me. So that's a pretty good start for my Germany collection. And yeah, as I said in the other episode, it's pretty standard stuff probably. There's nothing of high value here, monetary value. But that's a good thing about stamp collecting. It is not for rich people, you know. Yeah, it can be, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, this is probably a really sad story. Edith Stein, I have read about her that she died in Auschwitz, and date is not, we don't know exactly, 1942 in Auschwitz. So I have to actually look up her story. It was also a thematic thing that I wanted to do, you know, collect women on stamps, because their story is sometimes, yeah, really interesting. Well, most of the time, but yeah, this is also welfare stamps. This is also interesting. What does it say? Helfer der Mensheid. Helper of helper. How do you call helper? I help you, helper. Yeah, a person that helps humanity. That's it. So okay, striking blue, is that Cologne? No, it's 600-year Ulmer Münster. Would that be the? That would be Münster. This is in an area here. It's also the art. It's really interesting. These colors, very striking. It's also Alexei von Jarlensky. Interesting stamp. Some of these stamps are so big, eh? Feels a bit different than American stamps and English stamps. They feel that they have more of a format, a strict format. That's how it feels. So let's see. Do I see more? Really nice. Alexander von Humboldt, I think. I read. Yeah, let's put it here. Yeah, nice cancellation, but it's Frankfurt am Main, and there's a 1 behind it, and that's a cancellation. That's a CTO. Yeah, that's I don't like that, but it's a nice stamp anyway. What's this? Could be interesting. I'm not sure what this is. Is this a fantasy kind of thing? Feels a bit like two angels and some angel or entity in between. Not too sure. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, some are a bit stuck, I believe. Let's see if I. Yeah. Gesundheit durch Vorsorge gegen den Krebs. That is, you know, to prevent cancer. And this is a CTO2. You can maybe see the gum on the back. Yeah, not too. Verfolgung und Widerstand. Verfolgung. Wow. Sorry, I'm hard to translate. I do speak German, but it is sometimes hard when you read it to on the spot translate it to English. Sometimes it's easier to translate it to Dutch, but yeah, that's what it is. Really nice stamps here too. Here also the nice definitive series that's continuing on the other page. Really nice. But they're a bit sticky. 500, 510, 700. Yeah, very nice. Nice car. Let's think could be a CT Oh, but it's not. Sometimes I'm thinking that with the cancellation and so 500 years University of Freiburg. It's in the south of Germany, I believe. Yeah, 1457, 1957. So really nice. Oh, I have my tea. It's cold by now, I think. I'm looking so forward to just adding catalog numbers and years with it, you know. Get the catalog and just add, you know, a little piece of paper and just start catalogizing or the cataloging, organizing. Yeah, it is really, it is nice to look at your stock book. You know, that's nice in order the way you want it. Of course, that's really satisfying, but the hunt for the stamps and having a bargain and, you know, being happy with, you know, not spend a lot of money and then organizing them in the way you want, you know, not necessarily following exactly date of issue, but, you know, putting those definitives together, those longer running series, you know, having them on 1 or 2 pages and see, you know, what you're missing and then adding to them. That is, yeah, that's wonderful. It feels a bit scary. The stamp, what is it about? Oscar Kokoschak, 1886, 1980, so 94 years of age. That's not too bad, I guess, depending how, in what way you reach that age, obviously. Yeah, really nice. Really nice. Oh, these are the from Automats, I think, I believe. It's interesting. It's a bit more bright here, a bit more white orientated, it feels. So, not sure if this is a long running series with coat of arms of Germany. I would believe so. Or maybe this is separately. This is about Bremen. That's like a city state, one of the 3 city states. It's Hamburg, Bremen, and Berlin. So Germany has 16 states, of which 3 are city states. Oh, and seeing a really nice cancellation here. 25th of August 1989. Hamburg Höhe or something. That's where it's cancelled. Very interesting. What's this? Is this a cat or a Gerard Marx? It's a lot of artists and a lot of remembering a lot of people, it feels. And, but maybe every country is doing that. It feels in Germany that they're doing that a lot. Not too sure, but if it's more than other countries. Is that a bit sticky? I have to really be careful to get under the stamp actually. Yeah, with not you can hear the sound that it's maybe that it's this is I don't like it. I don't like touching stamps with my hands. Yeah, there are 5 stamps, and yeah, at this point they have gone already to the brief centers. There's letter centers. This is 88, but the brief centrums at some point in Germany, every city or whatever had a cancellation. You can see it where, name of the city, and then at some point they went to, I think 80 or 90, of 90 or 100 or something brief centers. That is, brief is letters and centers. Centrum is centers. And yeah, there's like I think 4 international ones. Um, yeah, in a sense, I don't like it. I really like because Germany has, you know, has the sometimes so off so nice cancellations, clear cancellations, and you can see the city. This makes it a bit less impersonal. But it's maybe like also with this numeral cancellations that you can say, I don't know, with Great Britain or something, it's like 25 is Malta, for example. It's always also something to learn a bit more for a bit more expert. But yeah, that makes sense. We have another America one. This 50-year Marshall Plan. Marshall Plan. Ooh, when was that? Wasn't it 1929? It was not after. Was it after? No, it should be after the Second World War. So it would be 1948, 49. So this would be, this stamp, I can actually look at because I see a date. 1997. So it actually was 1947. Yeah, of course it's after the Second World War. Yeah, and I read quite some things about it. It's like if the Marshall Plan was not there for Western Europe and especially Germany, then where would Germany then be, or Europe? You know, Germany is an important country in Europe for the stability and that kind of things. And yeah, but anyway, it's I like these lighthouse series too. I like lighthouses a lot. It's also a long-running series, a very long-running series. There was a page with a lot of nice cancellations, I have to say. Yeah, last page. Really nice. This is also a long-running definitive series. I think they ended in, I wanted to say 2005, but no, it's not. It's later. I don't know. Actually, I shouldn't say anything about it. But they ended. I'm not sure what came back for it. I don't like them particularly. It's nice to collect them because there's also the self-adhesive ones and the non-self-adhesive ones. There's a lot of them, and I think on a page it's really nice to see that. But it's not the best definitive series ever made, and not by Germany at all. But yeah, um, yeah, really happy with this. I will show you the progress in other episodes. That would be really interesting, I think. I find that really exciting. Thank you very much. See you next time.